Hey guys, hanging out by the Aroostook River. Just seeing a bunch of deer sign. Get some hair right there. This is very fresh. This is just from today. Which is pretty cool. There's a strange shack looking thing out here alongside the river, which is very alarming. So there are two reasons that I'm filming this. One, just in case, and two, because I want to get down past there and to see some old trucks that are alongside this banking. I found them a while back, and I've only been able to get to the top of this little field, so you can't really see them. So I'm going to try to walk up the bank this way, but right now the bank is really slippery and icy, so I'm having to go around and then down so that I don't fall. These woods are really pretty. Steep banks on both sides. You can see here a deer trail that looks pretty well used, going down to the river, coming from this forest up here. Icebergs. Walking on icebergs / ice chunks. Take a look down the river. Absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, wish me safety and luck, because I'm going to go check out this establishment in the woods that is not supposed to be there. See just how steep that bank is. Are you all right? Everything okay? Are you all right? I suppose it could have been windblown, but I don't think so. I think this was intentionally put up by someone. Looks like a tent bag. I'll have to check it out further. I noticed on the way up there is a rope on some trees so that it can help them get down the banking, which I thought was interesting. There's a, yeah, you can see it from right here. There's a rope and a ratchet strap to help pull them up this banking. So they were obviously using it. There's a saw. Wow, this is spooky. You can see the ratchet strap just a little bit. I've been watching this for a little while, so I noticed that nobody was here, or hoped that nobody was here. So anyway, my goal was to see some of the antique trucks that are alongside the hill here. You can tell someone stayed here. Not too long ago, judging by the bottles that they had. Looks like an old pot. There's that saw. I do have a collection of old saws, so I might take it. Well, this wasn't the goal of the video to show this, but probably important to show that there is a lot of homeless people even in this area. This is Ashland, Maine area. Nice spot. You got a riverfront view. I mean, congratulations on that. And nobody's going to find you because you're hidden by this huge banking. All right, let's go check out some trucks. You know, I bet they tried camping here, and all the foxes and raccoons and everything that lived in all these old vehicles probably scared them out of here. Got another nice deer trail here. So, you never know, I could find something. Look at all that. Oh, the sun's right in the wrong spot, so you can't see it well, but a lot of old vehicles there. I do have a camp axe on me. I have several knives on me, so I'm not too worried. Look at that. Go check that. Before I go across, I just want to check this old bottle out, see what it is. Miller High Life. Wow. It's an old International. Oh my goodness, this is cool, you guys. I'm definitely going to enjoy checking this place out. I'm sorry for some of you guys that probably think this is going to be boring, but this is cool. It's a graveyard full of old history. Wow. So they probably thought it was a great place because there's already a bunch of trash down here. So you would never know. I just saw some fiddleheads. Of course, they're not anywhere near ready. Cool. Gotta be careful because I don't know what's ice and what's snow and what's... Wow. How cool is this? Super cool. Look at that. Nomenclature truck pickup. 4x2 Ford 8-cylinder pickup, 2-wheel drive. How cool is that? Oh my god. I gotta get a picture of that. That's cool. Look at this. Look at the thing up there. Wonder what that is. Wow, this is really cool. I've wanted to check this out since I moved here because the only things I could see is what you could see from the top of that banking. I've never made it down because it was just too steep. And the last time I made it out here, it was winter too, so it was the same thing. It was really icy and I was just too nervous to come down the banking. But this time I came all the way down, and actually you can see, oh, maybe you can't really see it well, but I was going to say you could see their rope going up through the woods, which I think is pretty clever. Good on them. Smart little guys. Some old bottles there. Wow, this guy's just really cool. I love that. All right, let's keep going. I can see what looks like an international front end right there. Let's see if I can get up closer to that. Here's another good view of how steep that banking is. Look at this. This is how we used to take care of trash, guys. Just huck it over the banking and hope it rots sometime. Look at that big iceberg. Go surfing on it. Looks like an old fridge or something. Check that out. How cool is that? I saw the roof of that truck and I just wanted to come check it out because I knew it was an old pickup. I love old pickups, if you haven't noticed. You got some cars there. Cars aren't really my thing. It's more a pickup for me. Look at this tail light sticking out. Look at that truck. That's beautiful. Gotta be careful. How cool is that? Wow, that is pretty cool. Look at those lights. That is so cool. Must have had another little light up there, I would assume. An inline engine. Back in the good old days, right? There's a bunch of cans and bottles under that car. Some enamel, and you can see some Pepsi bottles, some alcohol bottles. All kinds of stuff in this car. He's trying to make it up the hill. Give him a push. Look at this old truck. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I wish I could take this out and restore it. Of course, it's way too far gone. Just trying to make sure this is sturdy. Look at that engine. That's pretty cool. Try and get some of those sticks off of it. Well, that's all right. We'll leave it. I was going to take a better picture, but what stories do you have to tell? Looks like she was painted a couple times. Got black and green. It's so cool. Beautiful bed. The fuel tank right under the seat. Wow, that's kind of neat. Look at that. A lever shifter. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What were those for? What were those buttons or knobs for? Oh, the wiper? Maybe? That is so cool, you guys. Love it. There's that old car. All right, I'm going to hop back over and we'll walk down a little further. Say goodbye to the really cool old truck. Look at all those cars. Oh, look at this truck. Looks like a 60s, 50, late 50s, 60s pickup. Sorry about that, guys. Went a little wonky there. I thought I hit pause and I didn't. An old car. A lot more cars. Looks like that one is like an old Jeep Wagoneer. It's just funny, they're all coming out of this banking. Ooh, there's another old pickup over there. That is so cool. Yeah, it looks like a Wagoneer or something. Don't know what that is. It's so cool. Wow. A lot of garbage. Steel and rubber. Seeing some fresh tracks on the ice right there, and they're pretty large, so that's interesting. I just saw some bear scat up on the top of the hill, so now my spidey senses are on high alert. Wow. Not done yet, guys. Oh, there's an old Coca-Cola thing. Oh, we're gonna have to go check that out too. Wow. This is cool. Check that out. That is awesome. Just gotta be careful because I don't know what's snow and what's not. I don't want to break through. Let me pause and I'll go around this side. Looks like a mail truck or something. Had lights on it, on the roof, maybe a plow truck. Will it hold me? Alright, looks like one more old truck, and it's probably the end of the dump because it doesn't look like there's too much past there. So, do I trust this little pond? It's pretty cool, guys. Not gonna lie. So far, holding me up. I walked from over there. Can't be that deep. It's just a part of a brook here, so an offshoot of the river. I see some chaga in that birch there. It's almost time where we can't harvest that. I might grab some, actually. I've got a little bit, but it's going to be a while before we can harvest it again in the fall or the winter time, so maybe I should grab some. Some kitty tracks. I'm sure there's a lot of animals living in these little spots. What was this, a Bel Air? Is that what that says? That's a big old boat, is what that was. Little chickadees. We're almost there. We almost made it. We didn't sink. Oh, we're getting close to the edge. There we go. We made it. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. History. Ah, it's so cool. A lot of fiddleheads down here. This is a great place to pick fiddleheads. That was a big truck. There's a big old bed on it. Can't see it though. It's crushed. Wow, look at all of them. Someone's been out here poking around. They hung that pot up. I'm not the only one. I wonder if it was the squatters foraging for things that they could use. I can see an old STP sticker on one of those cars up there. Well, that was pretty cool. Found an old squatter stand and found some really cool old trucks. Looks like an animal's made a den under that one there. Holy crap. So much so that I'm not going to go check it out. That's a good spot for a den. I'm going to try and make my way up this side of the berm there. Make my way back to my car. But I'm still going to film. You never know what else I might find. It's a pretty blue bottle. Looks like almost like a mouthwash bottle or something because of the cover. 4/5 of a pint. Nope, it does say liquor bottle. Interesting. Well, that bottle was in pretty good shape. Not many scratches on it, and it was a pretty blue color, so I feel like I can use that for flower vase. So I put that in my bag. I see a Coca-Cola bottle here, but it's in the ice. It's hard to see that label just because of the way the sun is. But yeah, he's stuck in that ice there. And then there's a Pepsi bottle right here. Canadian geese are coming back so I can hear them. Look at this. Pretty fresh set of feline tracks. Looks like feline tracks. Good place to have a nest. Or a den, I should say. Pissed off the animals. Pissing off the birds. Yeah, I should be able to get up that way, no problem. But I'm not done poking around. I really still want to look around. I might even cross back over and walk alongside the river a little bit more. You can see some more bottles and trash down here. Some old wheels off of Kiddo's truck. Little Tonka truck. Critter trail right here. I kind of want to go back across. As you can see, I'm getting into snow now. I think I'm going to go back across the brook. Go towards the river. Alright, well, let's call this it for this video, because my goal was to check out those trucks, and I did. So I'm going to stop the video now. It's nearing a half an hour anyway. So we'll stop it here, and I will head across the river and see what else I can find.